Hello everyone, Grand Captain Speedy Dash here. Last time on What If Gohan Kept Training, Gohan wins the Tournament of Power. How will Gohan's victory in the Tournament of Power affect future events? Find out now. The remains of the Frieza Force find two Saiyans on a remote planet. Paragus is thankful to be off of Vampa and is saddened to hear about Planet Vegeta's destruction. After learning about Vegeta surviving, Paragus demands a ship so he can get his revenge on Vegeta for what happened to him and Broly. The Frieza Force scouts find the last Dragon Ball just as Paragus and Broly arrive on Earth. Paragus begins explaining what King Vegeta did to them before shouting for Broly to attack Vegeta. Vegeta starts fighting with Broly, with Vegeta completely dominating Broly. Broly starts adapting and soon begins overpowering Vegeta. Vegeta transforms into his ultimate form and has a clear edge over Broly. Goku approaches Paragus and begins talking and trying to convince Paragus that they aren't his enemies. Paragus is skeptical of what Goku is saying, but begins second-guessing his position. Vegeta continues to up his power and beat Broly until Broly starts losing control. Paragus, noticing Broly losing control, pulls out his shock remote and activates it, with Goku destroying the remote, but Broly was already rendered unconscious. Goku is annoyed at Paragus, but Paragus states that it's the only way to stop Broly when he loses control. Vegeta states he's curious what Broly's full power is like, with Goku saying he'll help Broly learn to control his strength. Time passes until Agent Miras arrives to ask for Gohan's help. Gohan asks for all the info about Moro, with Miras telling Gohan everything that the Galactic Patrol knows. After learning everything, Gohan tries to locate Moro, with Moro noticing him searching. Miras is surprised by that, with Gohan shortly realizing that Moro is heading to New Namek. Gohan teleports to New Namek, arriving before Moro. Moro lands surprised that the person looking for him arrived first, but Gohan quickly goes beast and tears through Moro. Elect begins getting worried that Granola might get too strong for them to handle, and accidentally reveals news about Saiyan survivors. This reignites Granola's desire for revenge and demands the location, but after gas restrains Granola, he relents and heads home. Monaito begs Granola to let it go, with him almost getting through to Granola. That night, Granola sees on TV that they found Monaito's other Dragon Ball, with him leaving to go steal it. Granola summons Tarambo and wishes to be the strongest in the universe. Tarambo states that wish is impossible for him to grant, shocking Granola. Monaito arrives, begging Granola not to make a wish, but Granola states he's too weak to even get his wish granted. Granola questions what's the point of going on, but Monaito strongly pushes back and convinces Granola to let go of the past. Time passes until Piccolo's meditation is interrupted by Gamma 2. Piccolo and Gamma 2 quickly start fighting, with Gamma 2 having a slight edge, and the fight ends with an explosion. Gamma 2 believes Piccolo is dead and leaves, with Piccolo shortly following Gamma 2. Piccolo follows Gamma 2 to the Red Ribbon hideout. After learning about Gamma 1 and Cell Max, Piccolo decides they need to stop the Red Ribbon army. Piccolo calls Bulma but learns that Goku and Vegeta are off-world, so decides that him and Gohan will have to be enough. Shortly returning, Gohan and Piccolo come barging into the Red Ribbon hideout, with the Gammas quickly confronting them. Gamma 1 begins fighting Ultimate Gohan, while Gamma 2 begins fighting Ultimate Piccolo. Gohan and Piccolo easily overpower the Gammas, with the Gammas shortly realizing Gohan and Piccolo aren't the bad guys. Vegeta is frustrated and goes to activate Cell Max, but Dr. Hedo tries to stop him. Dr. Hedo poisons Magenta, but with the last of his strength, Magenta is able to activate Cell Max. Cell Max explosively emerges and begins going on a rampage. Gamma 1 begins telling them about Cell Max's weakness, but Gohan states he wants to fight alone, rushing into the fight in his ultimate form. Gohan is at a slight disadvantage with the Gammas about to join in, but Piccolo states that Gohan has this in the bag, with Gohan transforming into his Beast form. Beast Gohan is effortlessly beating Cell Max. Piccolo shouts for Gohan to finish the fight, with Gohan launching a Misenko that completely obliterates Cell Max. Bulma arrives just as everything has settled down. Dr. Hedo is regretful of his actions, but is thankful that they managed to prevent the potential damage, and talks about surrendering to the police, but Krillin isn't keen on that idea. Bulma instead suggests that Dr. Hedo joins Capsule Corp, with him already having 2 good bodyguards. This is where I'll end this series. How did you enjoy my take on this very common what if? If you enjoy my content, like the video and subscribe to my channel, as well as possibly checking out my Patreon for early access to my latest videos. You could also check out my Steam group and Discord to join the community I'm building, and if you have any money to spare, maybe consider throwing a little of it my way. As always, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are.